everyone, welcome to another session on idioms, and today I've brought a food idioms for you. So I'm sure this session is going to be palatable because obviously we are including food idioms in today's session. So let's see what these food idioms are. Without wasting any time, let's begin. First up, we have pie in the sky, which means an unrealistic enterprise or prospect of prosperity. Something which seems like illusion, something which is a kind of fantasy, usually used for daydreamer, something which is very pleasant to contemplate but is very unlikely to be realized. That thing or that situation is known as pie in the sky. You can see in the picture, there is a pie placed somewhere in the sky, but this cannot happen in real, that this cannot be realized. That is why it is used to describe a situation which is similar to illusion or fantasy. For example, don't throw away a decent offer in pursuit of pie in the sky. So this is a very, we have already got a decent offer. Then why are you looking for something which cannot happen ever, something which is unrealistic? So there's no point in looking for something which is unrealistic. You've already got decent offer, and I think you should settle for it. This is what they're trying to say through example. Next up, we have cry over spilt milk. It means to express regret about something that has already happened or cannot be changed. So there's no point in expressing regret or crying over something which has already happened and which is irrevocable or irreplaceable. The thing has already happened and you cannot reverse it, you cannot change it. So there is no point in crying over that thing. This is what this idiom is trying to say. You can see an example. Yes, we made a mistake, but there's no point in crying over spilled milk. So you've already made the mistake. Once you have made it, it cannot, if suppose you've said something to a person which is very unacceptable, which you should not say, but once you have said, you cannot retract it, you cannot take it back. So there's no point in crying over that spilled milk. Next up, we have egg on your face, which means to look stupid because of something that you have done. So if suppose you've done something which makes you look an idiot in front of people, it means that you have egg on your face. You are embarrassed, you are humiliated by the thing which you have done. So in that case, you can say that you have egg on your face. For example, this latest scandal has left the government with egg on its face. So they've done stupid thing and now they're embarrassed, they're humiliated. So it's like an egg is there on their face. So this is what this idiom is trying to say. You can somewhat relate this idiom to a picture given to you. So I hope you've understood. Let's see what our next idiom is. So it's very common and it's in use, and in fact you should also start using it in your day-to-day conversation, which means bring home the bacon. It has two meanings. One is to earn money as from steady employment, and next is to be successful. So wife brings home the bacon while I watch kid. So a person, a husband is saying this thing, and he's saying that his wife brings home the bacon. She brings home the money. She earns it for the livelihood of the family, for livelihood of herself, while husband is the one who watches the kids. So this is what they are trying to say, and this is what this idiom means. So bring home the bacon means to earn money, or another meaning is to be successful. Next up, we have bread and butter. Bread and butter usually means the basic needs which you require to sustain, to live, to survive. It's given on the screen. The meaning of bread and butter is of or relating to basic needs. Also, it has the second meaning which says providing a livelihood or basic source of income, supplying the basic needs of life. So your job, you earn you earn for your family. That is your basic need, your basic amenity, basic need of life. So your job is bread and butter for you. So it helps you to, it provides you livelihood, it provides you basic source of income. So that job is bread and butter. Simple to understand. Next up, we have a hard or tough nut to crack. A problem that is very difficult to solve, or a person who is very difficult to understand. So if you cannot crack a person, or if you cannot understand a person or a situation, then it becomes really difficult for you to deal with that situation or that person. So you can say that that thing, that situation or that person is a hard nut to crack. So someone who is very difficult to understand, you cannot comprehend that person, you cannot understand what he's trying to say or what he's trying to do. So for that thing or for that person or for that situation, you can use this idiom. Next up, we have a full of beans. Someone who is very lively and high spirits, of jovial nature, always happy, always having fun, considering life to be full of colors, and having fun all the time in his life or her life, then that person is usually full of beans. For example, she was laughing and shouting and generally full of beans. Full of beans simply means someone who is full of life, someone who is exuberant. So you have another word for full of life, which is exuberant. So here you get to learn an idiom as well as a new word, which is exuberant, which means someone who is full of life. Next up, we have couch potato. So it's usually used for a lazy person who is always lying on the sofa or couch, watching TV, eating a lot. That person is known as couch potato. You can see in the picture also a person who takes little or no exercise and watches a lot of television. So if you have such kind of friend, you can call him or her couch potato. Someone who is not involved in any kind of exercise, who do not prefer exercising, rather he spends his whole time in watching TV. That person is known as couch potato. So I'm sure you understood the meaning of this idiom. Our next idiom is cool as cucumber. So someone who is very, calm and with no worries, and have a very tranquilized person who is very tranquilized, that person is generally considered as cool as cucumber. For that person, you can use this idiom. If you find a person who is very calm, composed, and mental composure, it's not about just look, but if someone is tranquil, if someone is very composed, then he is cool as cucumber. So it is not only about looks, but his mental composure. Next up, and the last one we have is piece of cake. Very simple and it's in use. Many people use it, so it's very common, which means something which can be achieved easily. So if some work you do and you can easily achieve it, so you will say that it was just a piece of cake. I can easily do it. For example, I never said that training him would be a piece of cake. Piece of cake simply means a very easy task which could be done easily, putting less effort. So this is what piece of cake means. I hope you understood the meaning of all these 10 idioms based on food. So that's all from my side. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you really think the video was helpful, please give us a like, and also you can subscribe to my channel, which is EnglishWagon. You can also watch my last few videos on idioms, which could help you a lot. So just visit my page, see all the lessons I've done before, and keep watching EnglishWagon. Thank you so much.